Hey, thank you, everyone. Hi, my name is Patricia, project manager here with SmartPark. So imagine our friend Chloe, like many of us here, wants to take a trip downtown to a city near her. She's driving, but with this comes many challenges, especially in major cities, such as trying to find parking availability nearby, what options does she have, and also trying to filter out different preferences, such as maybe hours of availability and pricing. And finally, maybe even parking permits and restrictions around any parking locations. Well, that's where Smart Park comes in. Here we have Smart Park, which is for drivers who need accessible and reliable parking options. Smart Park is a parking availability solution that provides up-to-date information on available street and lot parking surrounding an area. And unlike many other parking spots like Spot Hero or Park Whiz, Smart Park offers detailed parking availability with AI suggestions on spot navigation, helping users efficiently find parking without unnecessary delays or frustration. Now, here are a couple of the main solutions that we have for SmartPark. The Google Maps navigation and parking data all in one place, and also being able to filter parking based off of preferences. So with this, our users have a higher chance of finding closer, cheaper, and more preferred parking locations. I'm going to pass it over to our developer, Kunle.
Thank you, Patricia. Now we're just going to show a demo of how the app works.
We can't hear any sound. Is there sound? Sure.
Let me stop sharing and maybe try to reshare. Maybe I didn't share audio.
Sure.
Apologies there.
Click the sound. So when you click share, just click on the bottom right, share sound, and you should be fine. You see the toggle for share sound on Zoom?
Yes. Making me, okay, it was working before. Not sure what's going on there.
Take your time.
Where's apologies there? Can we confirm if you can? Let me go back. All right. Can we hear?
You just need to click allow on the microphone, I think. Google Chrome would like to access the microphone. You have to click allow. Do you see that?
Whoops.
That should work.
Chloe is gonna go.
We're good now.
Chloe is gonna go out with her friends. She decided that they're gonna carpool, so she's gonna park her car at a parking location near her. She found a location, she navigates there just 3 minutes away, and she's able to park. Now, her and her friend are gonna go to a restaurant they're finding in downtown Winnipeg called Bailey's Restaurant. They search it in our app, they're able to find the location of the restaurant, and they see the different parking options available here in downtown Winnipeg. They look for the closest one and like it, and they navigate there. Now, just in case she's ever in a location that's not downtown Winnipeg, she has the option to use our AI feature to find parking locations nearby.
The most optimal parking spot near 37 Flanders Place, Winnipeg, MB R3Y1S3 Canada, based on the provided coordinates, is the parking lot at Seasons of Tuxedo. It is a safe and convenient option for parking. Additionally,
the AI feature includes a talk portion, which you just heard. You can also navigate anywhere around the world to a parking location using our AI data. Now, if she wants to find her car again, she's going to look at her past parking and navigate there.
Now we're going to pass it over to our designer, Nadine.
Thank you. So our main 3 key features is parking options near desired destination, where users can quickly see available parking spots closest to their target location, making the search fast and convenient. And second, we offer advanced filters that allow users to customize their search based on price per hour, or distance or capacity, tailoring the options to fit both the budget and the proximity needs. And finally, parking permissions, where this feature displays any specific permissions or restrictions for each spot, ensuring users know exactly where they're allowed to park. So these features together make the parking easier for the user. Now, for the competitive analysis, our app outshines other apps in terms of integration with the parking and the navigation with the Google Maps. And also it provides street parking and it makes it very affordable to have. And the AI integration for finding these parking locations. Now, for our go-to-market strategy, we have focused on three main things, which was iterative improvement, and we will continuously refine and enhance the app through user feedback and ensuring our features evolve to meet the changing needs. And also strategic partnerships, which is very crucial, building partnerships with parking facilities, exclusive parking options or incentives, creating extra value for users. And also the metrics for success by monitoring the key metrics like the user retention and successful using rates for the app. And after that, we have the sources of revenue for our app, which is basically gonna be the partnerships with parking facilities where the users can reserve dedicated spots exclusively for SmartPark users. So that's by partnering with the parking facilities. And also they will prioritize access and fee collection for directing customers to premium spaces. And another way is in-app advertising. So we're going to have ads for local businesses, gas stations, car services, or restaurants that are near these parking spots. And for our product roadmap, we're going to have it in 4 sections. So the first section is where we launch the MVP and collect feedback from the users and monitor these analytics. And for the Q2, we're going to introduce advanced features like push notifications for real-time spot updates and integrate additional navigation and payment platform. For Q3, we're going to expand outside of Winnipeg based on user demand and partner with additional parking facilities. And lastly, we're going to optimize technical app performance and explore revenue options like premium subscriptions. And this is our lovely team that made our product become reality. And we hope you join SmartPark and enjoy your user journey where you can find parking locations easily. Thank you.
All right, let's give a round of applause and put some comments in the chat, show them some love. You know, I'll tell you, I remember in week 2, week 3, they weren't sure they could get this done because it was such a complicated technical journey of getting data, integration, validating if it was a real problem, knowing what state to focus on, but they got here. It was a lot of grit, so congrats to the team for making it this far. Thank you. We're gonna start with Esther this time for judge questions or feedback.
Okay. Great presentation. Very well done. I have one question though. How detailed is your information when you're presenting it to your clients, right? For example, one biggest problem I have is there's so many apps there that tell me where there are parking spots available, but a lot of times it doesn't tell me which floor is the lot available. I'm going around in circles trying to find floor by floor. So how detailed is yours? And another one is, do you also support people with accessibility issues? Because there's only a few spots for accessibility, right?
Yes, I'll answer that. Thank you. For access, I'll go with accessibility. For accessibility, we are picking our data from specific APIs. For example, one of the APIs we're picking from is WPA, and there is a section for accessibility, if there's accessibility in that area. So it's depending on where we get our data, the API we're getting, and of course, we'll get data from credible APIs from credible companies. Sorry, can you repeat your first question, please?
The other one is, how detailed is your information? Does it, when you show us the results, does it even tell you which floor is it available and which lots? Because you specifically said something called spot navigation. So what does it exactly tell me?
All right. The app just tells you where to navigate to. And as I said earlier, the information we're getting from the APIs. We don't generate our own APIs information ourselves. We get it from third parties, people providing those APIs. So it's the information we get, and definitely we're going to validate those information and see what features or what data they provide, and of course supply to the users or the customers.
So depending on what you get back from your APIs, if it has the floor information or if it has the further details, you will put
Yes.
it in your app. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah. I want to add this like right now we have the data is for the street parking and it's
Mhm.
coming from the open data open data API from the city of Winnipeg Parking Authority. So right now it's just a street parking data and we can just navigate to the street coordinates like of that particular spots. And like in future we can enhance and then we can acquire more APIs and then get the data for individual and private parking locations, and then it includes the lots and the if they are double stories and then underground or basement parking, so we can have those. Yeah, we can
Okay.
do them as well.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
SmartPark, we have 2 minutes left. Let's go to Jerome and then we'll finish with Andre. If the presenters could respond succinctly, that will help a lot. Let's go to Jerome and we'll finish with Andre.
Mine's a quick question. Great presentation, by the way. I didn't catch it, but why Winnipeg? I feel like that's a small market, number one. And then what's your second city that you're going to target?
Right now, because the developer, me and my other developer we are based on Winnipeg. So actually, we're just wanting to collect the accurate data, and then we only found the data from the Open Data API, and then that's for Toronto as well. So our next target would be Toronto because that's a big city and then more demand. And so right now we're just testing, based on this particular city, and then I hope it works well with the users. So then we can move to Toronto.
Okay. Jerome, that's it from you.
That's it for me. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Just a great presentation. Love the concept. I have a suggestion and a question. So one of the things that always frustrate me is understanding parking regulation. Like even when I go to the first time I went to New York and I saw the parking sign says no standing here. So one of the things that I think would even make this app like really cool is, like a smart feature where you could just like snap a picture of that sign and it will interpret and provide you with like what that means or the penalty for violating. I think features like that would really help you, a user like me that drives a lot, parks a lot, tips and strategies to avoid fees and understanding these complex, outdated parking regulations. I think that would be a cool feature. The only question I have is about the revenue model. I'm not sure, if it was mentioned, but can you comment a little bit more on what is the revenue model for the business?
So, because of many of our competing, navigation apps are free, we didn't really want to charge, at least initially, in the MVP. So we're focusing on mainly advertising and through the app of local businesses, gas stations, anything related to the driving. And then also that partnership, not in the MVP, but later on in a few quarters, with the parking lots that we'll be navigating with and being able to pay through the app, we will take a percentage of that.
Awesome.